Some forms of terror are fresher. The more intense the fear, the more the emotions die. Terror in its truest sense is not a static state, but a dynamic. It is the moment when hope turns to despair. It's anime, can you feel the vibe? That'll make you feel like you want to jump and jive. AfroX coming to you live. This is Anime Legends Season 5. Steal your heart and we'll keep you alive. Tell me, can you hear that Akudama drive? It's anime and we're here to describe. You just have to like, comment, and subscribe. Click on any other channel, access denied. I cannot give up, but you know I've tried. But as soon as all the emotions die, reborn from the fire deep down inside. So come with me and enjoy the ride. The entertainer's here to keep you satisfied. AfroX coming to you live. This is Anime Legends Season 5. Hello, what's up, everybody? My name is AfroX. We're gonna adjust this just a bit here. It is a bit tilted. I hope that's okay. I really need to get a desk one of these days. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 4th episode of the 5th season of Anime Legends. My name is AfroX, the anime guide, here to guide the new into some of the old and the old into some of the new. I see we already have 2 viewers. Super excited for that. We already got the super fan here, Trix, the anime hater, who says, yo, right back to you, Trix. Second viewer, if you want to put something in the chat, I do read every single one of the chats that do come on here, so that would be great. You won't get me to like drop F-bombs or anything, but yeah. All right, so super exciting content today. We are taking a deep dive into Demon Slayer. It would be season 4 technically, although they don't really number the seasons. It is the Hashira Training Arc. So super excited. This is the most recent arc of Demon Slayer. If you are not caught up, I will be giving out spoilers today, so please make sure you are caught up in the Demon Slayer anime. But first, right off the bat, gonna give you the socials, just so you know where to find me if you want to contact me for anything. Just gotta say, guests are always welcome on here. So, yeah. So starting off on Facebook. I know Facebook is for old people, but we do have a Facebook page called Afro. More important than that, you should try take a look at the official AfroX fan club. That is our actual group on Facebook, and if you join that, you will be added to a chat group or a group chat. Sorry. Where I regularly talk to the fans and let them know what's going on, if the upload schedule is changing, anything like that. So, yeah. That is Facebook. We also have TikTok that I am at AfroX_YT. Just recently put up some new content of me at the club, and also me unboxing my brand new Rockville RGB 10S subwoofer, which sounds amazing. All right. Moving forward, we have an Instagram, which is at the legendary Afro_X. On X, formerly known as Twitter, I am at the real AfroX. And yeah. I believe. Oh, and then on Discord, we of course have the Afro Nation, which you are fully free to join. Would absolutely love for anybody to jump in there, join that, start talking, things like that. We have it all categorized right now for every segment. There's even an anime legend segment, so definitely make sure to check that out. Link in the description of all of my edited videos. So anything that's not live, you will find the link in the description of it. All right. So that is all of the socials. So pretty much what we're going to do today is I'm going to talk about the Hashira Training Arc, talk about my thoughts on it. Well, first I'm going to describe it, and then give my thoughts on it, and then after that we're going to take a short break, and then when we come back, I do have some very big news for everybody. Trix here says, the more the better in the Discord. Amen to that, Trix. The more the better in the Discord. All right, so the Hashira Training Arc. It is the fourth. It's the fourth arc in Demon Slayer. And coming right off of the Swordsmith Village arc. So pretty much Tanjiro is getting healed up from his fight in the Swordsmith Village, which was super difficult. So he's just sleeping and resting and stuff like that. Excuse me. Speaking of sleeping and resting, I need to do that. But yes, Tanjiro is sleeping and resting for a long time. Pretty much, we haven't really caught up to what Zenitsu and Inosuke have been doing yet. They've kind of been out of the story since they were kind of put to the side in the Swordsmith Village arc. But we do have Tanjiro resting, as I've said. So pretty much what happened in the Swordsmith Village arc directly affects the Hashira Training Arc, because if you remember Genzo, whatever, the Sasagawa younger brother, the guy who's always mean to Tanjiro. I know that doesn't narrow it down, but anyways, Genya, that's right, Genya. He as you saw in the last, in the Swordsmith Village arc, he did exhibit showing a little bit of a mark, as did Mitsuri. Mitsuri started showing a bit of a mark, and Tanjiro has always had a mark, but it does grow and get brighter when he is put into intense moments of emotion. And so pretty much the master of the Hashiras kind of gathers everyone together, and he isn't really there. He's way too sick. He can't get out of bed. So he sends he sends his wife, I think, one of the little doe-eyed girls, the Ubuyashiki, and she pretty much tells all the Hashira, hey, like, this is it. Like, Muzan right now is probably searching for Nezuko, because Nezuko just became like the only demon in the universe to be able to be in the sun, or in direct sunlight. And so Muzan is probably searching for pretty much that's why we're not getting many demon attacks right now. And so he's like, you guys need to focus up. You guys really need to, in the words of Gen Alpha, you guys need to lock in. And your biggest goal right now is to figure out how all of you can get a mark on your forehead, because he's just like, He's just like, man, anybody who ain't sporting a tattoo ain't shit. I'd love to do a black a black guide to Demon Slayer and just have the master of the Hashiras be just just the blackest dude ever. But he's like, yeah, you guys need to figure out how to get marks on your faces because obviously that gives people like a crap ton more power to fight demons, fight higher level demons. So he's like, yeah, y'all gotta train until you flip and figure that out. Figure that shit out. He's just like, figure it out. Trix here saying they made it that far in the show. They did. They have. Black Guide sounds funny. Okay, good to know. Good to know. So yeah, he's like, you gotta do a whole training thing. And he's like, you gotta train like the entire Demon Slayer Corps. Cause y'all ain't cutting it right now. And so he's like, okay, everybody, let's go. Let's set up classes. All of you are gonna teach a class on a different discipline, and all of you are gonna get the Demon Slayers up to snuff. Like, and he's just like, I know. He's like, I know that. What is he's like? I know that like the younger Demon Slayers aren't gonna do anything. But like you gotta at least like get them to like a Jonin level, like at least. So and he says to them, he's like there's a final battle coming, and those of you with marks on your faces already, like you don't have a choice, like you are in this. And he's like, everyone else without a mark, like he's like, if you don't got a mark, you ain't fighting. He's like, get that mark. So pretty much we start into like the actual training part of the arc. This is about 3 to 4 episodes in. And so everybody's training. We're at first though, Giyu, the water Hashira, he's just like, you know what, F all this shit. Like, I ain't doing nothing for y'all because I will figure it out on my own. And so Tanjiro like goes to him, and like the master actually sent a letter to Tanjiro. He like, bro, can you go like slap some shit into Giyu over there? Like he not knowing what he doing. Like, can you for real like give him a pick me up? So he sends Tanjiro over there, and Tanjiro's like, my boy, my boy, my biggity boy, my brother, my bro, my friend, come on. And like for 3 days, Tanjiro does not stop trying to get his attention. And like to the point where he's popping up everywhere. He's popping up in Giyu's bath. He's popping up in the bathroom. He's popping up when Giyu's eating, like everything. So so pretty much eventually they get to this bridge, and Tanjiro's like, you know what? I'm gonna challenge him to an eating contest, and if he can't hold it down harder than me, then he gonna tell me, or then he gonna be a part of the training. And that's when Giyu hits him with the sad backstory. That's when Giyu hits him with the real One Piece backstory. Giyu's like, bruh, I'm a fraud. Like I literally should not be a Hashira. Like literally, Sabito, like like Sabito did everything. Like he protected everyone and me. And like the only reason that I got to be a Hashira was because I came back. Like we find out that Giyu is literally Zenitsu. Like he is like before he actually started doing Hashira training, like he was Zenitsu level. Um so and as we all know, Sabito got eaten by the hand demon. Um and Tanjiro knows him because Sabito's ghost like revealed himself to him and um helped train him to cut that boulder. And so yeah, so yeah, Tomioka gives him his backstory, and then pretty much they still do the eating competition. But Tomioka kind of is like already okay with going to the Hashira training, and so he pretty much just throws in the towel on the eating competition, although he easily would have beaten Tanjiro. Um, so yeah, that goes into about the fourth to the fifth episode. Then in the sixth and seventh episodes, we get like the actual uh well, end of the fifth, sixth and seventh episodes, we get the actual training. Tanjiro goes through training with what is it? Sanami. Yeah, his last name is Sasagawa, I believe. But his last name is Sakajoya. No. But he goes through training with Sanami, Obanai, Mitsuri, and she says, "I'm gonna make us pancakes with butter." And I love his reaction because he goes, "Butter." I love whenever Tanjiro's Japanese voice actor has to say English words because it's the funniest thing in the world. Butter. um, and you guys would know when I saw that moment if you were in the official or the AfroX official fan club, because I posted that moment in there. That's right. In if you join it, like you will regularly see posts from me when I'm watching anime about the funniest things in there. I'll post anime quotes in there all the time. But anyways, back on track. So end of the sixth, seventh, and eighth episodes. We get the end of the fifth, sixth, and seventh episodes. We get the actual training. Pretty much the end of the seventh episode and all of the eighth episode is Tanjiro training with Himejima. I believe that's his name. Himejime, something like that. It's the stone Hashira. And pretty much it's the most brutal training. Like you have to sit under a super cold, super powerful waterfall, trying not to like be pulled down the river by the current. And like it even challenges Tanjiro, which Tanjiro, like he was easily speeding through everything else. Oh, the first training he did was he trained with Tengen, and Tengen. It was so cool to see Tengen again after the Entertainment District arc. Oh, that's right. We have the Entertainment District arc. So this is technically the fifth arc in Demon Slayer. So, anyways, but yeah. So, Himejima, he well, actually, it's Genya. Genya teaches Tanjiro about I can't remember the name of the technique, but it's something like an advanced form of total concentration, where pretty much you focus on all the good stuff in your life that was taken away, all your saddest moments, and pretty much you force yourself into a state of rage. Um, like the moment or the rage moment that we saw with Tanjiro in the Entertainment District arc, that pretty much he has to learn how to be able to instantly bam put himself in that rage state. And so by doing that, like he's faced with another boulder, he's like, man, don't get me started on boulders. But by getting into that state, learning how to harness that energy, he is able to finish the training, which is amazing. So then we get Himajime's backstory. And Himajime also hits us with a One Piece backstory. Like, all the Hashiras, like, seriously got One Piece backstories. Tokito, I think that's his name, Tokito, the Mist Hashira, One Piece backstory. Giyu, One Piece backstory. Himajima, One Piece backstory. All the Hashiras have sad backstories. And that's why Tanjiro gets to be a Hashira pretty soon, because he also got sad backstory. All the Hashiras have sad backstories. That should be a video. Anyways, so yeah, so Himajima tells us his whole backstory. Had a bunch or lived with a bunch of kids, protected them, everything, and then a demon gets in one night, and like, there's nothing he can do. Like, he has to protect the children, but they don't really trust him to be able to protect them because he's not a fighter. He's kind of like a monk. And then one girl like hides behind him, and like for the entire night, like for probably a good 4 hours, he constantly has to beat in this demon's head and stop it from regenerating, so that it can't get up and slaughter the rest of them. And after this girl sees him do this, like literally pound this demon's head in for 4 hours straight, she tells everyone that Himajima is a monster, and he goes to prison because they all think that he killed these children. And so then Ubuyashiki, the master, finds him, of course, turns him into part of the Demon Slayer Corps, and he eventually becomes a Hashira. And I think he's super cool because he's like my age. I think they said he's like in his early 30s now, because he joined the demons. He got inducted into the Demon Slayer Corps when he was like 18. So I think he's in like his early 30s now. So it was like, cool. Another 30s anime character that I can relate to. Surprising fact, a lot of anime characters are much older than you think. If you think about it, the Great Ninja War ended on Naruto's 16th birthday. Fast forward 10 years into Boruto. Boruto is 26 years old in the Boruto story. He's 26. Luffy, he was 8 years old when Shanks left. And he waited 10 years. And so he was 18 when he left. And then there was a 2-year time skip. So he is 20, almost 21. Luffy is almost 21 years old. Goku, definitely, Goku for sure is in his early 30s. I could probably say with confidence, late 20s, maybe late 20s, early 30s. But yeah, like all your shonen heroes are in their 20s or 30s. Like that, I love that because it makes it so cool to be an older person that loves anime and know that all these people that I looked up to are now like around my same age. The sad part is that eventually I'll get to an age where like there's no anime characters. I mean, eventually, like I'll get up there, and like Master Roshi is probably in his late 70s, early 80s. So eventually I'll get to like Roshi's age, but like the main shonen protagonist heroes, they're in the perfect age range. They're between like 13 and 34. But yeah. So yeah, that was off topic. But yeah, shonen characters are a lot older than you think. But yeah, so that was up to episode 7. Now, That would have made the most boring arc in history if we didn't have episode fucking 8 of Demon Slayer, the Hashira Training Arc. And you know we only get one F-bomb per stream. And I saved it for that. Because the intro to the episode in the end of the 7th episode and all of the 8th episode was a cinematic marvel. Muzan Kibutsuji walking up to the Ubuyashiki mansion looked like real life. Like it looked like they actually filmed trees and cobblestone and smoke, and they somehow superimposed 2D onto it. Like, I know they can do that, but it was so visually stunning how amazing the CGI was that there were definite points where I could not distinguish it from real life. And if someone comes along and tells me that they actually do use real life shots in Demon Slayer, I will 100% believe them. Like I wouldn't even be surprised. So Muzan Kibutsuji rocks up to the Ubuyashiki mansion because they finally found where they are. Sanemi kind of crushes like the demon eye that's searching for them, and once that eye sees Sanemi, they pretty much like know where everyone is. So he rocks up there. Pretty much there's a long section where Ubuyashiki talks to Muzan. He's like, bruh, I know you the op. I know you done come here to Tupac me right about now. But there's a few things like I want to say to you. And he lays it down. He lays it down and he's like, bro, no matter if you kill me, it is going to get so much worse for you. Like I know you're gonna kill me, but when you kill me, the war begins. Like, you will not find a minute of rest. Every Hashira, every Demon Slayer, everybody will be on your ass. And he's like, and also, like, you kill me, and that's not the end of the Demon Slayer Corps. Like the will to defeat demons will go on because everybody has suffered under you. You done messed up so many people's lives. You got so much revenge hate coming back at you. You don't even know. You don't know, because the entire Demon Slayer Corps out there, the entire Demon Slayer Corps, they hate your ass. Every single one of them. And he's like, you kill me, you ain't gonna do nothing, and it's gonna get worse. And so he's like, all right, I'm done. he's like F in the chat, GG's, I'm out of here. And this boy, get this boy, he like, I'm not even gonna give you the satisfaction of killing me. You ain't even gonna kill me. I'm going to take myself out. And this boy nukes his entire mansion. He sets off TNT under his entire mansion. And let me tell you, the graphics on this were amazing. Watching as the floor lifts up in flames. As he literally, like, and the explosion. Oh my God, the explosion is the explosion is the greatest explosion in all of anime. The greatest explosion in all of anime. And probably the most massive too, if we're really talking, unless you're talking about like country scale, or planetary scale, but for an explosion that is like around city size, best explosion. So so Ubuyashiki takes himself out, nukes the entire mansion. Now, he knows this ain't gonna kill Muzan. So earlier in the week, he went to Himejima, said, hey man, Muzan gonna get me. Muzan coming for my ass tonight. Coming for my ass in like 4 days. What I want you to do is like, I got so many contingency plans. He's like, what I want you to do is I want you to take his head off. We are gonna, I have set up everything so that you will get an opportunity to take his head off. And he's like, I have to die to do it. But you got to do this for me, my boy. So Himejima's like, I got you, fam. So then comes the absolute testament to the durability of Muzan Kibutsuji. Muzan Kibutsuji here proves that he has high tier durability because he survives a nuke and like his limbs have been blown off, like half of his body's been blown off, all of his body is charred. He's pretty much a charcoal zombie at this point, and he just starts regenerating. He starts regenning, and once he regens, and you see like the skin regrow around his eye. Once he regens, then a whole bunch of flesh seeds come up, and these flesh seeds explode into branches, and the branches pin his arms and his legs and his whole body down. And then, not only that, they don't just pin his arms down, they branch out inside his veins. They put spikes into his veins to anchor him in place. So this dude cannot move. Like he's not moving anywhere. And to further put on it, then Lady Tamayo comes along and she punches him, and she is holding like she's holding the antidote that she's been working on to turn a demon back into a human in her hand. So she punches him in the stomach. Her hand goes into his stomach, and he absorbs her hand. And she's like, bro, you done messed up right there. Cause I'm sacrificing my life right now, but I am gonna turn you into human and flip and kill you right now. So she does this, and so everything seems to be okay. And then Himejima steps up and does the most amazing, yells out, Namu Amida Butsu, his what is it, mantra, which I'm using whenever I do meditation, whenever I need to like pump myself up at the gym, anything. Namu Amida Butsu. He throws this iron mace and just blows Muzan's head off. Just clean, like bludgeoning angel Dokuro-chan smashes his head off. So at this point, I'm like, okay, this dude, at this point, like this has to be the end of his durability. Like this dude has to be dead at this point. That's when Muzan regrows his own brain. His body, his demon body, knows how to reform itself so well that his brain, Piccolo style, shot out of his neck and started regrowing his skull around itself. He regrew his brain. That's high durability right there. I was like Muzan gained his mind. I was losing my mind at that point. So all this happens about this time. All the Hashira and Tanjiro get in there. I love how pretty much Tanjiro is officially a Hashira now. which I think that's what they were really trying to go for. Tanjiro now is the son Hashira, which is what his whole character arc has been leading to. And so yeah, they're all about to jump Muzan. Like they're all getting ready with breathing techniques, and like they're coming at him, and then you hear it, ba-bang, and everyone drops into the Infinity Castle. And the Infinity Castle, if you don't know, is the demon's hideout. And what it is it is a universe of an infinitely shifting and growing castle. If you are inside this pocket dimension, it is infinite. This castle is procedurally generated and will continue on forever. Like if you saw the scene where Akaza was literally falling for miles through this castle, yeah, it boggles your mind that this castle is just fractals upon infinite fractals of shifting things, and there is no way to navigate the Infinity Castle. You cannot navigate it. The only way to get in or out or around the castle is for a demon whose demon blood art is to play a shamisen, and if she wants you there, she plays it and you're there. If she wants you gone, she plays it and you're gone. And if she wants to put you anywhere, she plays her shamisen, you are put anywhere that you are supposed to be. So what Muzan does is he pulls out the master plan of all master plans, and he drops the entire, and I mean the entire, even the noobs, he drops the entire Demon Slayer core into the Infinity Castle. And he just like, you on my turf now, baby. Like, like I'm about to do it. I'm about to genocide the entire Demon Slayer core, and it's gonna be so easy. Like he really posturing like David Bowie up there. So he's standing on a block. Tanjiro lands on a block, and Tanjiro does the hero thing. He's just like, I'm gonna defeat you, like I'm going to kill you. And then you hear the shamisen go again, ba-bang, and Tanjiro just continues falling. And Muzan, like Madara Uchiha, like Dio Brando, looks down at him and says, I'd like to see you try, Tanjiro Kamado. And I was like, you have now reached peak villain status. Like, there are a number of villains that I think are the greatest villains in anime. Madara Uchiha, Dio Brando, and now Muzan Kibutsuji. Those three are, in my opinion, the three greatest villains in all of anime. So yeah, that's where we leave everything. I got really excited about the 8th episode. But yeah, so yeah, that's where we are pretty much. All of the demon slayers are now falling to the Infinity Castle. Zenitsu has gotten a more serious attitude, and he's not scared anymore. And I think I know what's coming. I think I know why he's like that, but they haven't really explored it yet. But anyways, all of them are falling into the Infinity Castle, and pretty much the next arc is gonna be the final fight inside the Infinity Castle, and I'm so excited for it. And I know you've probably read it in the manga, Tricks, but please do not ruin it for me. Sorry, I got so caught up with everything. Let's check out the chat. That means it's close to ending. Okay. The reveal of his back was something. Yeah, I don't know whose back you're talking about, but oh, Gyu's backstory. Those posts hit well. Awesome. Stone training was intense. Mid-30s is where they actually show them hit. Yeah. The animated the jumping well. Damn. Yes. His deathbed speech was cool. It really was. Honestly, the setup for Muzan defeat would have been a fine way to it would have been. It literally would have been. Like if the final blow was all of the Hashira and Tanjiro doing breathing techniques and that ended it, I think that would have been a great ending. Just because, and I'll get to it in a second. Don't like this is gonna become the new "Don't talk to me about JRPG animes." Like, don't talk to me about the 8th episode of the Hashira Training Arc in Demon Slayer. Though it was funny to see Muzan talking shit, knowing full well he got bailed out from death. He really did. He really did. But I think he was glad because he wanted everyone to think it was his plan. No problem. I will not ruin the manga for you. Thank you so much, Trix. But that's going back to your point on honestly, the setup for Muzan defeat would have been a fine way to end him. Yeah, it really would have been. I mean, we are talking the highest level of durability. It is very rare that you would see a villain in a shonen anime that can deal with, in the span of probably about 2 minutes, getting blown up by a nuke level explosion, getting pinned down, and getting spikes put into your veins so that you cannot move, getting your stomach blown open by a punch with an antidote to turn you into a human, and getting your head decapitated. Honestly, I really feel like if the antidote had taken effect, if like he had blown off his head a couple of seconds later, I think Muzan easily would have been dead. Because nuke, spikes, impalement, and decapitation. Like, in 2 minutes, a villain went through those 4 guaranteed deaths. Like, guaranteed lethal. He took 4 guaranteed lethal blows in 2 minutes and still survived. Which is absolutely amazing. Yeah, both leaders' death in an all-out war between their soldiers would be a twist. It really would be. I am about to say something, and I don't know if I should say it, but it does need to be mentioned, considering what happened in the fight between Saitama and Boros in One Punch Man. But I think that because of his durability and extreme regeneration, I think Muzan Kibutsuji would be a difficult fight for Saitama for One Punch Man. And I typically never put anyone in even a shred of difficulty against Saitama. But Muzan Kibutsuji's regeneration is pretty much the best regeneration I've ever seen in anime. The only regeneration I've ever seen in fiction better than Muzan Kibutsuji's would be Wolverine's and Deadpool's. Like, that is the bar that we are setting. But yeah, I think Muzan Kibutsuji would give Saitama a difficult fight. Yeah. his regeneration is off the charts, amazing, blows my mind. But yeah, well, I went way too far with this. I got super excited. We have gotten to 45 minutes. We are about to take a break right here. But I will be back in just a moment.
Are you ready to unlock your inner otaku? Are you tired of ordinary content? Do you crave the thrill of adventure, the heart-pounding excitement of a shonen battle, the tear-jerking drama of a slice of life? Then step into the world of Afro X. Yo everybody, it's your boy AfroX here, and I'm here to talk to you about something huge. Welcome, one and all, to the AfroX Patreon. This portal leads to a world of exclusive content, packed with more power-ups and hidden levels than the heroes in an isekai. For just $5 a month, you can unlock a treasure trove of goodies. But wait, there's more. We got tiers going all the way up to $100 each with exclusive benefits, so don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Join the AfroX Patreon today, and let's get legendary.
All right. Definitely check out the AfroX Patreon. Once again, that is at www.patreon.com. I would so love it if people would go and subscribe to that. Want to give a shout out to all our new subscribers. We got a couple of new subscribers in the past couple of days. I think those came from the Science of Joy Girl video, so really glad you guys like that. There's much more content coming. Really hoping to do a lot more of Dr. Vegapunk Explains Devil Fruits. I think that would be fun. All right, so second main part of today is I have a very, very big announcement. And that announcement is actually related to the Patreon video because my good friend Island Boy Manuel helped me make that. Now, Island Boy Manuel and I have been friends for quite a while. I discovered him when I joined a Minnesota YouTubers group on Facebook, and we really just became good friends, collaborated a number of times. He's been awesome. He has such a legacy doing Tomorrow Cinema, doing Nerdtastic News. He started Otaku Odyssey, and I put my content in there, but he was doing all the editing, all the work for it and stuff. As I said, he helped make that Patreon video. So, yeah, he's been awesome. He's been great. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, he has decided to step down from doing YouTube. Wants to focus more on his family, which I think is great. I think that's awesome. And so, because of that, he asked me and I accepted, and he will be handing over control of the Nerdtastic News channel to me pretty much by Monday at the latest. So I will be running Nerdtastic News as well. It'll be a sister channel to AfroX as it has been. Now, you may be thinking that will make me do less content on this channel. A little bit. Not that much, because my plan is that I am going to do 3 videos a month on the AfroX channel, and the fourth and the last week of every month will be a Nerdtastic News video. So I will be doing once a month uploads on Nerdtastic News. And then also doing live streams on there as well and stuff. And a lot of the stuff that he's done, I don't want to get rid of. I even told him he could keep his content on the channel. It would be fine. And we're still going to be doing stuff like Pitch Battle. I still want to bring in people from Pop Culture Philosophers, have them be guests on Pitch Battle on different live streams. Maybe bring back Kamikaze Karaoke if we can swing it with copyrights and stuff. But yeah, Gonna keep a lot of his stuff. If Cody, if you see this, if you want to keep doing Krau's Cool World, that would be great. We all just have to edit our own stuff. But yeah, definitely, Nerdtastic News will keep on going, and so will Afro X. Super excited. But the most exciting part of all of it is that Nerdtastic News has garnered 1.45 thousand subscribers. And so that will be such a good base to hopefully bring more attention over to this channel, to the AfroX channel, and help the AfroX channel grow. And I really hope we can get a real boost in numbers and retention and people watching live streams here. I think that would be awesome and just a very, very cool thing. So I'm super excited about that. But yeah, that is the plan. Trix here says, it is unfortunate he's stepping down, but it's important and respectful that he wishes to focus on family. For sure. Family always comes first. Family before YouTube every time. So yes. And Trix says, I'm glad they both will keep going. For sure. I will do my very best to make sure both channels keep going and are going strong. The only part that I'm really worried about is most of the people that watched Nerdtastic News watched it for the comic book content. And I don't know a lot about comic books, so I would love anybody to come along if they want to do comic book content and definitely be a voice for comics on Nerdtastic News to keep that going. Just because I know a lot of the subscribers are there for comic book news. And I'm going to be pretty much putting in a lot of anime stuff. But really, I want it to be just a place that I can put extra things that might not be about anime on there. If I want to do rants, if I want to do blogs or vlogs, sorry about that. If I want to do gaming or VR chat, well, we have Afro the Sniper for gaming. But if I want to do VR chat, stuff like that, that's probably what I want to be putting on to Nerdtastic News. But yeah, super excited for all of it and gonna keep going. But yeah, we've almost hit an hour here, so that will be all for today. Pretty much plans for the rest of this week. On Friday, I will be uploading DLC Fighter Pack 3 of Super Anime Brothers. I know you all have been waiting for that for a very, very long time, so we will be putting that up. And then on Friday, we will be doing, or Anime Radio will be doing the live performance of One Piece Chapter 1120. So that is going to be very, very exciting. But yeah, that is going to be all for this week. Keep YouTubing, YouTubers. Don't fight the fro. And always remember to stay legendary. I will see you later, YouTube. I love all of you from the bottom of my heart, and I love doing YouTube. Have a good night. See you later, YouTube. Bye-bye.